by Shirley. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm just going to do a quick flick through of this Art by Marlene journal that I made last Christmas. I started to make it last Christmas. Well, I did for the Christmas Advent calendar. And I didn't manage to fill the actual book. But then I did get some lovely Art by Marlene, a book called Art by Marlene. I got some collage papers and some other bits and pieces. So this is a book. It was 1,000 Elements book by Studio Light Art by Marlene, and it's got 70 pages of 170 GSM paper and 1,000 plus die cuts, and there's loads and loads of them. And I've not even got through all of them yet. I still could have loads of journals. I can make loads of journals or loads of pieces of Art by Marlene art. But what I wanted to do was just to show you the bits I'd finished off. I changed the front. On the front I had a kind of owl thing or something, but I wasn't really pleased with it. So I've put on one of the elements. I've put on this lady and covered that owl thing, but I've kept some of the other background stuff, and I've added some flowers. And then these are all basically the pages that I did with what I had. I had stencils in the Art by Marlene Advent calendar, and I had various other things, but some of this drawing and stuff is my own stuff. Then I made some tags as well. That was day 2, that was day 17, that was just an extra one. And I made a little pocket there, that was day 8. So this was mainly all the stuff that was in the kit when I got it. And I just used a lot of the little envelopes that were housing. Mostly I got stencils in the little envelope. Sometimes you got stickers, so I have added a few bits. I've added that heart from the pack. There's nothing else really that I've added on these pages at all. I just left them because I thought they were fine as they were. Just added that one. Didn't add anything there. Didn't add anything there. I've added a flower and this here to this page and another flower. And then this page I've added the sweet and the teapot. The rest was all still there. This page I've added the lady with the flowers on her head and some more florals and some more florals down there. I think that must have got wet, but never mind. These 2 pages I've added were completely, there was no like ephemera in it at all. It was just background. So I've added these mermaids, starfish and sort of shells to that. So that's quite nice. And these pages were the same, they were empty. So I've added some houses, some flowers and this nice head. And this is a kind of tuck piece that I've left. So I've just glued that side and this. So I could, if I wanted, put, where are they? One of these little, for instance that one, into here because that would just fit nicely as a wee tuck point. This one I added the bird to it. This one I added some butterflies. These 2, and this bit's coming apart actually. These bits I didn't add anything because I felt that they had enough on them. This piece is not added anything, and these were just 2 other tags. One was day 15, 16 even. Just pop them in there because I felt that was all fine. This page I had coloured, but I didn't, and put some of the envelopes on, but then I've added a flower, a heart and a little mouse. This one I just put a card, I'd made a card I think that day, so I've just put it onto the actual page with a flower. This was all there. This doesn't have much either. I think I've added that and that flower. This one was another card which I just added to the journal, and then I've added a flower. This one I've just got lots of backgrounds that I already had in, and I've added some of the puffer fish and some stars, and they already had these writing in it, so whatever. This one had all these bits in it on 24, but I added these, which I think are shells, but I'm not entirely sure. And then I just carried on with adding pages to it. So that's one of the, these are one of the collage papers. All of these actually are the collage papers. And then I just added some birds and some feathers and a crown. This one I added another head with the florals and some sort of edging here. That's all in the ephemera pack. A tulip and another flower. And this piece I added these things, a sheep, a bear. This was day 25, which was my last day of the Advent calendar, I think, yes. And that's all the stuff that I used on that day from the actual kit and the stencils. But I went on and carried on just adding bits. So I've added this piece here with some drawing around, some ladybugs, and then this piece I've just added some hedgehogs and done a bit doodling again. This page I've added another lady's head, added a few bits and bobs from the pack, and the same here. So I just wanted to finish it off. And then this piece here at the end, I've just added these cute little robots, not sure. And then I've just left that as is, and then that's the back page. So that is it, really complete. And it was a labour of love because in the early days I thought, what am I going to do? Because that first page I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then as time went on, I did get really much better at it, and I was getting into the groove. So I'm really happy with the way it is turned out. Hope you agree that it's finished off and is good. And yeah, I might actually give this to somebody. We will see. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that it came out, and I hope you like it too. And perhaps you'll think of doing Art by Marlene Advent Calendar at some point, because it's a real challenge, but as you can see, it comes out really, really nicely. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.